Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Prrrr. My name is Ajo, and yes, we are live inside Oyarifa Mall for your Euro 2024 preview. I'm here with Scanty, Andy, and Agogo. Andy, how are you?
They're cool, Charlie.
Are you ready for the discussion?
Very ready.
Agogo.
By His grace, I'm
Everything
okay.
fine.
I'm ready.
Scanty.
Super ready.
Yes, so inside Oyarifa Mall, Omax Express has brought us some nice drinks for Charlie. More challenge than things for the preview, so they come enjoy Omax Express inside Oyarifa Mall. Everything someday here. If you come here, food, drinks, everything, cinema, everything the Oyarifa Mall. So guys, they can have fun for here. And let's go back. Question of the day is here, and watch this picture very critically. You see Cole Palmer and Watkins making the one. I want to ask you guys, which player in world football won't see the vision to give the kind of pass Cole Palmer gave to Watkins for that England goal in the semi-finals? Let me know in the comment section. My name is Ajo. Let's go. Andy, my historian, are you ready for me? Now we have England, who have won just one major tournament throughout their years, and Spain has won it more than 3 times, multiple times. Going to this final, do you see history playing a game in this final?
Because history always plays a part in finals. Madrid knows, even with players who are unknown, if Madrid goes into a final with a team like, let's say, Arsenal, they are clear favorites. Even if Arsenal is on top, ask me why.
Okay.
Because they have a track record. You understand? There's something to look up to. Their forefathers have done it. Recent players have done it. So they have come to meet it. Kamavinga in another team going to play a Champions League final will be scared. But playing for Madrid, he has seen Toni Kroos win it. He has seen Casemiro win it. He has seen Zidane win it. He has seen players from the 60s win it. Players from the 50s win it. Spain won the Euros back-to-back, 2008 and 2012. Won the World Cup in 2010. So it's very recent. We're still in school.
Okay.
You understand? The last time England won the trophy was 1966.
Hey.
Now, Nkrumah Tiaban, so still.
Bobby Charlton, them?
Bobby Charlton, yes.
Okay.
Nkrumah was still the president of Ghana.
True. Yeah, but he was the best president of Ghana.
Please.
So if
sports show, yes, not any politician.
Heat. But you see the gravity of it is almost 67 years since they won the trophy. But the last time Spain won the trophy was just 2012. Not even 2012. They won the Nations League just last year. So they are fresh from winning the trophy. And they are the same players. Lenormand, Cavalla, all these players. Nico. This guy wasn't there at that time last year. What's his name? Lamine Yamal. But at least these players are still there. Rodri is still there. So it will beat into their minds. Rodri is a serial winner.
Okay.
Declan Rice. All
right. Agogo, what about you? Will history play a game in this final?
Oh, it's football. Everything is possible. But with this game, the last 4 years, England went to the final and they lost against Italy. So I won't be shocked this particular time they'll win this game. So in football, everything is possible. Fine. Spain are clear favorite. They are playing well in this tournament. They are giving numbers. They are not conceding enough. But with this game, with Kobbie Mainoo coming to the game and making some difference, I tip England to win this game. England are my clear favorites in this particular game. But if you watch the two sides, Spain are playing better football. With England, they are going with a system which it's really working for them. Starting from the knockout phase, it's really working for them. So I won't be sure if England win this trophy.
Scanty, do you remember before the tournament started, or when it started, I asked you, the kids are playing some very good football. So should we call it a kids tournament? And you were like, oh, let's big the senior players to up. They are doing well. What do you think after so many games?
It's still the kids from the beginning to the start. We have not seen the big names show up. Toni Kroos, no. Modric, no. Bruno Fernandes, no. Cristiano Ronaldo left the tournament without scoring a goal. No, all the big boys that we know. The tournament has been for Jamal Musiala, Cody Gakpo, Lamine Yamal, Jude Bellingham, Kobbie Mainoo. That is where the tournament. Even Harry Kane, who is the captain of the side, his goals are all penalties. So he tells us that the big boys are not pulling up in this tournament. It is just for the young. If you check the top 10 goal scorers, you see a lot of new faces. The old faces, you'll be surprised to see an old. This person has played Euro before. He get the experience, they score goals. No, we are not seeing anything of that. So this Euros 2024 is for the kids.
Yeah, I'm also school new crowd with Jai.
Also in Jai. Yeah, also in Jai. Yesterday I was looking at when I was 16. I was in SHS 3. And then Yamal at 16 is playing on the world stage that we pundits sit here and then we talk about him. Sometimes you can be very good, but the country that you come from makes a difference for you. Because Ghana wouldn't allow a 16-year-old
to play
in the national team. It will never happen. But that's Yamal.
Let the story of Yamal motivate you to do what you are doing and do it best, you know. And let's look at the run of Spain throughout the tournament. The first game they played against Croatia and they won 3-0. Italy 1-0. Albania, they changed the whole team and they won 1-0. Georgia 4-1. They beat Germany, host nation, extra time 2-1. They beat France 2-1. They've not lost a single game.
Yeah.
La Fontaine and his boys. And he was doing the magic for them. You were like, they will do what you told Scanty that they will do what he doubted you, but now he's in your ship.
So the thing is, in your talk, I watched the last Nations League, that was last year. And the ball they played, especially in the finals against Croatia came back 2 goals down and the match was sent to extra time, but they still found a way to win the match. I watched the team, how they played, the tiki-taka, and I saw that, this coach is very, very good, the De La Fuente guy. And he is coming to face England again. The last time he faced England was in the Euro Under-21. Last year, remember, Cole Palmer was in that team.
Okay.
The team that England beat Spain for was Curtis Jones, Liverpool's Curtis Jones has scored the only goal, 1-0. So he's come to face England again, but this time for the senior side. This same coach went to the Olympics finals. That was 2021 in Tokyo. The one that Anthony and Dani Alves and all those Brazilian players, Richarlison came to for. He's a very good coach. Every tournament he has played, he has gone to the final.
Okay.
So that's why I had hope in him that he will get somewhere. And he inculcates the youth so much. He trusts in youth. And if you're a coach and you trust in youth, I respect you so much. That's what Sir Alex Ferguson did. When Cantona and all those players were phasing out, he brought in Beckham. He brought in the Neville brothers. And what happened? United won trophies after trophies. Jose Mourinho, at his first start, started bringing in young boys like Didier Drogba, very, very young guy from, that was Marseille. ACN, very, very young guy from Lyon. All this, if you're a coach and you invest in young people, this is what will happen to you.
Let me ask you, Lopetegui, he has scored the Spain national team before.
Yeah.
What is this guy doing different from Lopetegui?
So during Lopetegui's time, I feel there was so much conflict in the Spanish team. Now you don't even know whether this player plays for Madrid or plays for Barca. Yeah. There was rifts.
There's unity now.
There's unity now. Those days, Charlie, Lopetegui came at a time when Madrid, then Barca, the rivalry, then Piqué, then Ramos, then get some fights, then get some, check like, that's Tony Yeboah, then are you in Poppy?
Yeah.
You understand? So he is lucky that he has come to a team where there's no fight. You don't even know who this player plays for Bilbao. How can a Bilbao player be playing for Spain? Ask yourself.
All right.
You understand?
All right.
And also, I think this coach is really doing something right. And if you watch the Spain setup for the past 5 to 6 years, they don't really play with a pacey wingers.
Yeah.
But with this coach, he's doing transitional play, counter. He can switch to the possessive setup. He can also switch to the transitional play setup. Okay. He's playing the likes of Nico Williams, Yamal. Yeah. They do have pace. Yeah. They can run at you. So that's what he's really doing right now. Okay. The previous managers were not doing.
All right. Yeah. So let's move to England. And I told you guys on set some time ago that this England coach will get it right when we get to the knockout phases. He's learning and making his mistakes from the group stages to now. And now he has a system going for him now. You have Trippier hugging the line, Saka wide, and Rice and Combine as a balanced midfield. A double 10 of Jude and Foden. How do you see their run to the finals, Kanti?
Their run to the final has been lack.
You feel it's still lack?
Their run to
after the group stage?
From group stage.
Okay.
So the one that they played recently against Netherlands, every single game has been lack.
Okay.
That is just lack and individual brilliance. I've not seen any system play from England right from match day 1 till now. I'm sure England being the final will shock a lot of people but from day 1, Spain, the ball that they played, it tells you that if Spain is in the final, you wouldn't be surprised. People even doubt if England met Germany or England met France, England met Portugal, or England meet all those other big clubs. I'm sure it will be even difficult for England to qualify. But then again, England is in the final. If England, I'm not surprised, but if England wins this, to me, it is like luck that will give England the trophy.
Can I ask you a question, Scanty? If a coach is bringing Palmer on, Watkins on, he make the decision where he bring them. Do you still call it luck?
I feel like he's just throwing the players on.
But they come with instructions, they do the work.
Yes, he's just throwing the players on because, Ajo, it doesn't make sense to me that when you want to sub, you bring Ivan Toney. Today you want to sub, you bring Watkins. He was just trying something new. The Watkins sub that came in, there is no tactical decision. He was just bringing in Watkins.
You feel so?
Because everyone felt like, okay, if you sub Harry Kane, it is Ivan Toney that you bring in. The first time he subbed Saka or someone, he brought Jared Bowen. I realized I'm fine. He changed it. The next time
that
he
was
tried
the
to bring,
first match.
he tried to bring Kupama. Next time he tried to bring Kobe Menu. The Watkins sub, tell me that if he's Gareth Southgate is making a sub, Harry Kane.
This is what I think before I go to Andy Nagogo. He brought in Tony for physicality against Slovakia.
Slovakia.
And he brought in Watkins because when it comes to playmaking, he was there in the Premier League. He did this for them for Aston Villa. But what do you think, Andy? Is it just luck or he's working after the group stages?
So you see, from 2018 World Cup, they have always been lucky when it comes to draws. 2018, they went through that phase. They went to meet Colombia, Croatia in the semi-finals. And even before that, that was the quarterfinals. They met was Sweden. Let's go to the Euros. They swept Portugal, Belgium, Italy, Spain, that side. And they went to face, that was Ukraine, Denmark. You understand? When they faced a good team, that was Italy. See what happened. And the same time, they swept everyone and went to a pass with Switzerland, Slovakia. So I don't know if it's luck that is following the manager. I feel he's a lucky man. Because anytime his head is on the chopping board, because after the Denmark game, the 1-1, the old players, Shearer, they said they should sack him. When his head is on the chopping board, then you see some Charlie inshallah and some Ole vibes be inshallah, then something will happen, then the team will win. The Slovakia match, they should have been out of the match. Just 1 minute. And then Jude Bellingham had to score the goal against Switzerland. Switzerland had to win the match. 81st minute, Saka. Just yesterday too. That was, what was his name? Xavi Simons scored in the 70th minute. And see the penalty that just came. The penalty that in EPL, they won't take that penalty. But they took it for him and he changed.
Luck is on England's side and he got Southgate's side.
I feel he's the coach.
The coach.
But in football, you need luck to win a particular tournament. Let's say the World Cup. And I think if England, the luck is on England's side, you can't criticize the team. Fine, you can criticize the coach, but at some point, you could see the coach is trying to make some difference. Even the last match, I was expecting Ivan Toney to come and replace even Harry Kane, but he introduced Watkins, meaning a tactical change. And he scored the crucial goal for them. So I think luck is also part of the game. You need luck to win the particular tournament. So if the luck is with the coach, I think you can praise him because with that luck, you can't even win matches. At some point, with that luck, you can't really win.
So I'll add plan. Even the worst coach on earth has a plan. As to whether the plan will work or not is where the question mark is. I feel like he has a plan. If he brings Kobe Menu in after Gallagher, that was a plan. Sab, Palmer, come and do something for me. It's a plan. So let's credit him to some extent. He's not a top coach. He's not a top coach. He has his errors. But let's credit him for he's going to the final again.
But I think for the past 20 years,
we don't credit
he's
the best
England
coach they have.
He's the best.
So let's go to the England midfield and the Spanish midfield. Let's compare. If you ask me off head, I'll say, Spain will kill their midfield. But what can England do to cut off the dominance of Spain?
Then again, same as what I predicted for the France against Spain. They should make sure that they will track Fabian Ruiz runs, Dani Olmo. This is going to be difficult because Declan Rice should always make sure that he's going to watch his marker. Kobe Menu, as for Kobe Menu, he won't give any exceptional passes, but he will do the basics right. How to control the ball, how to show the play and, let's say, drive the ball forward, give short passes. But they should make sure that they will track Dani Olmo's run. As for Rodri, he won't search forward. He will just be in front of the defense, try to cover them. But with Dani Olmo and Fabian Ruiz, they will search forward. They can even shoot from afar. So with the England midfielders, I think they should assign, let's say, Kobe Menu to follow.
Or Declan Rice, rather.
Declan Rice.
So they can do that. They can give
Declan Rice won't
off the ball to follow Olmo defensively and cut him. So like Menu will be doing the build up for him and help him. Because Rice on the ball, he's a little bit porous, he's shaky. But Menu will do on the ball, off the ball. Rice will target Olmo.
Rice will rather do the setting.
So
Kobe Menu should do that job.
And what about you? The midfield of the two teams.
So you see, talking about tracking the runs of Fabian Ruiz, France failed to do that. You remember when we watched the match?
Yeah, Agogo was like
the first 4 minutes. The first 4 minutes, Yamal crossed the ball, and then all the France players were just standing there. And then Fabian Ruiz just missed the ball. So if he didn't miss the ball, he would have scored a goal.
Okay,
it would be very difficult for England to track the runs of Fabian Ruiz. What's his name?
Dani
Olmo. All these players, they are very, very tactical. And they are good with the ball. See, yesterday, the last time England played, that was the semi-final. It was Rice that gave away the goal for Xavi Simons to score.
True.
He was just pressed. Little pressing. And he will be tactically indisciplined again.
Okay.
When you're facing a team that is very good in the finals, they have lost only one Euros finals. All the finals they have gone to, they have lost only one Euros finals. That was in 1984. So they're a very good side. All the players are good. Now Cavallard is coming back. Ask yourself, Cavallard is coming back. He will go and he will come back. He will stifle whoever plays on that wing with him. And he will also give numbers. He has given 1 goal and 1 assist in the tournament. Let's not forget, Lenormand will come back from suspension.
Yeah.
You understand? Laporte is playing the best game of his life. So England has to do so much. And see, the reason why I'm talking about the coaches, the 2021, the Euros, Luke Shaw scored when in the 3rd minute. I remember, 3rd minute.
Yeah.
And what did he do? He went back.
To defend.
The same way against Serbia. When Jude scored around the 20th minute, he went back to defend.
Okay.
That's why I have an issue with him. And the whole tournament is only the Serbia match that he has scored the first goal. Think about it.
Okay.
So if Spain scores the first goal, maybe they might win. But if England scores the first goal, ask yourself that question. Would there be a deja vu for 2021 Euros?
Scanty, so is it advantage Spain for you?
Yeah, advantage Spain. To me, advantage Spain. Because if you watch the Spain-Germany was trying to do man marking. It never worked. If England wants to do that man marking against Spain, it won't work. That's why Kobe Menu chasing Olmo, I wouldn't advise.
Okay,
the man marking, I think the zonal marking will be better.
Okay.
Just create the spaces and then you attack the open spaces. Don't go and then be chasing one player. Because the Spain football that they play, even if you watch the game against France, this person gets the ball. Everyone is trying to release the pass. So before Neco Williams gets the ball, he's ready to pass the ball to Morata. Morata is ready to pass to Lamine Yamal. But if you want to relax and then play the ball, it's not going to work because the moment this person gets the ball is moving. Now, zonal man marking, if you are chasing before the ball can deflect the ball, the space behind, who is going to cover? I'm not sure they can even run to cover that space. So advantage Spain for me.
So Ajo, I want to add this. So Bellingham should do more.
Okay.
I think the final. He should
to the coach, he's doing more. To the coach, he's doing
because more. You can't set up with only Kobe Menu and Declan Rice against Dani Olmo, Rodri, and Fabian Ruiz. So Bellingham wants to score. Final. He wants to be the topic of the day, but he should track back and help the midfield too.
Yeah. Okay. Let's look at goalkeepers. They're always important in the final. If the game travels to extra time and penalties, they can be the heroes of the day. Scanty, who are you picking to be the hero of the day if it travels to penalties? Pickford or Simon?
I'll go. Pickford is not serious to me, so I'll go for Unai Simons.
Why is not serious to you?
He is looking at some of the goals that they have scored him in this tournament. I'm not really impressed. Pickford as a goalkeeper, I'm not impressed with him.
Okay.
He's one unserious goalkeeper. Sometimes he likes to play a lot.
Okay.
I don't like...
Overconfidence is too much.
Yeah, I don't like... Unai Simons is very calm, but he makes sure that he will do the work.
Okay.
So I'll pick him. Apart from the goal that Kolo Muani scored against France, every other save or anything he does in the post, well composed. The back line is well instructed. But England... The back line and the goalkeeper save, the unity is not so good to me.
And for Unai Simon, if Spain is leading, he shouldn't force the kicks through the middle. He should go to the flanks.
Okay.
That be Yawa get plus some. If they are leading 1-0, he wants to go straight because he believes in his passing. He goes straight to the encounter will come on them.
I think all leads to the instructions from the coach. I think the goalkeeper trainer, he instructs him to do that. Okay. He won't even kick the ball on its own because at the moment they need a ball playing goalkeeper. So I think the goalkeeper trainer told him that, you always go with the middle, don't go with the flanks. That's why he's doing that always.
And if it goes to penalties, who is winning?
It goes to penalties.
Yes.
Spain will always win.
Sure. England scored all in the quarterfinals.
In Europe, the best 2 teams that know how to play penalties are Germany and Spain.
Oh, wow.
And to an extent, Italy. These are the 3 teams in Europe. If you're looking for teams that can match Argentina, Brazil, Uruguay, boot for boot in penalties. It's what Germany, Spain, and also Italy. They never miss the penalties.
Okay.
You understand? So it'll be very difficult. Pickford can do his own. Against Italy, Pickford got 2 penalties. But Sancho and his brothers... Sancho and his brothers went to do their thing.
Even against Switzerland, Akanji, he saved that.
In the finals, like, he caught Jorginho's penalty. Okay. You understand? He caught 2 penalties. But Sancho and his brother Saka and Rashford missed their own. So,
okay. Will you start Palmer on the day, on Sunday?
No.
The big question.
He should still start from bench.
Yes or no, and why?
No.
Why?
I think starting from bench, he will come and make a lot of difference. But starting him, there will be a lot of pressure. I expect Palmer to start. Palmer start. Everybody will be on Palmer. So I think starting from bench will make sense for me. For me, that's my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah, I would like if Palmer will start ahead of Foden.
Okay, in the double 10.
Yeah, in the double 10. If Palmer will start ahead of Foden, let's see what he has for, because I expect Southgate to do the job early than taking it to the late moments, because this is Spain. Spain, they have the best subs. The subs that the coach brings in, they are very, very good. Spain will also like to kill the game first half before we go to the second half or even extra time. But Southgate, 70th minute, 80th minute, maybe might not favor Cole Palmer at that time. So I'll put Foden on the bench and then I'll start Cole Palmer in this game and see what he has for me. If he's messing up, I'll just sub him.
Okay. Andy, Palmer, tactically, what will you do?
If the coach didn't start him against Slovakia and Slovenia, 2 teams that are slow, you expect him to start him against Spain. Oh, no, it's not going to happen. Okay. See, he's a conservative man. British people are conservative people. They stick with one thing and they go with it. He won't go and make a mistake. Just imagine he makes a mistake by starting Palmer in the match, and then maybe Palmer causes a goal. Okay. Look at the backlash that will come to him.
Okay.
So let him just go with what he does. 78th minute. Palmer, I see some Chelsea fans, they are disgruntled, like they have issues. They were complaining yesterday that this guy, whenever he comes on, he does an impact. But let me please beg them. We are all working as a team. National team, that's how it happens. You understand? Those days, Van Persie used to sit on the bench of Van Nistelrooy and all those big players to play. You understand? Because he was an impact player.
Okay.
So Palmer should understand that he's an impact player.
From the bench.
The Chelsea fans should understand that he's an impact player, and it's much better like being an impact player than starting. Foden will start and not sit up. Foden might also come and be an impact player, but Palmer does his best. When he comes, all the defenders are tired.
True.
When they came against Slovenia, they were tired. Slovakia, they were tired. Switzerland, Xhaka couldn't even run. So it's better when he comes. Then that's when Cavaya, 33 or 34-year-old man, and then you use him.
Right. So my last question to Agogo. I'm not a prophet of doom, but the problem will be on the Trippier side of things for Southgate. He won't bench him.
Are you sure?
Yeah, he won't bench. He will start him and it won't work. And he will take him off and bring somebody there. And he will push Bellingham to the wings. It won't work again till Palmer comes in. So what will you advise he does on the left side for Trippier? Because Trippier is not working. The question doesn't make sense. What will you do if you are in Southgate's technical team?
Okay, so Luke Shaw proved to his technical team that coming from bench, he can make a huge difference. Like, let's say a huge difference. So with this game, he's fully fit now.
Okay.
He's fully fit. He can start this game. And I want Southgate to forget about his match fitness and start him. Let's say 70th minute, you can bring in your Trippier, but you need to win this game.
At all costs.
Yeah, so he should start Luke Shaw so that he can create from the left side of the game.
Okay, so Daniel, who's winning the Euros?
Daniel, who's winning the Euros?
I stand and mention your
prophet Daniel.
Oh, of course, I'm from England, so
you were from France.
No,
when we began, you were from France.
Hey.
So England for
England straight.
The Ballon d'Or is written all over Jude Bellingham. I feel this thing will go to England.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, if he doesn't need to do anything, the Ballon d'Or is now for
no
him.
need to ask you, and with you.
Oh, yes, Spain will win, but as he said, Jude Bellingham, I don't know.
It's written in the stars.
It's like he can't take Juju for Benin because right now everything is smell around them.
It won't work this
I want to say this in our native language, Or the Nesaka Bibia Tijani good.
Okay.
So
let's see.
So
for the team inside, Man U player no they Spain. So are they Spain? So say they go for win. I'll be happy to see a Man U player no win the Euros. Guys, this has been your Euro 2024 preview. Scanty.
Yeah.
We are blessed to have some jerseys on, a nice garment here from Elite Jerseys. Elite Jerseys. Call them and get your jerseys. Now, They're on the flyer. Call the number on the flyer and get your jersey.
Very, very affordable.
Very, very affordable.
I won't go US. That's why I take USA.
Yeah.
You won't go US.
I won't go Argentina.
You won't go Argentina.
I won't go see Messi.
This is for Enzo. He's played the Copa America final on Monday done. So we are winning against Colombia. Guys, we'll see you. Oyarifa more. Catch us on Sunday. We'll be live here. My name is Ajo. Much love. We are out.